Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Guru Brahma classes for JEE and NEET. Today, in this session, we are in the part 2 of solving JEE mains PYQ on the topic IUPAC naming of organic compounds. Okay, part 1 was already completed. Now we are in the part 2. Let us start the session. Okay, let us see this question number 13. When it is asked in 2022. The correct decreasing order of priority of the functional groups in naming an organic compound as per the system of nomenclature. As per IUPAC system of nomenclature. So priority order of the functional groups. If you see the priority order, let us write the priority order. COOH functional group has more priority than COOH is carboxylic acid. Next SO3H sulfonic acid. Next COOR ester. Next COX acid halide. Next CONH2 acid amide or just amides. Next cyanide Cl. Cyanides or they are also called as nitriles. Next aldehyde. Next ketone. Next alcohol. Next amide. So this is the order, priority order. What order did we write? Functional group priority order in the decreasing order. The high priority group is carboxylic acid. The highest priority group is carboxylic acid, and here you are finding the least priority group is amine. Now from this order we have to select. See here COOH, first option. If you look into COOH, then after CONH2 COCl is given. Okay, COX means what does X represent? X represent whether it is a halogen atom. Mostly you find Cl or Br or I. Now here if you look into this, CONH2 is given in front of COCl. That means he says that CONH2 has more priority than COCl. This is wrong. So this is not the correct answer. Next SO3H, after that SO3H, after that COCl, after that CONH2, after that Cn. So this is correct. Next COOR, after that COCl, after that NH2. See here it is wrong. This order is wrong. Okay, next coming to fourth option, COOH, COOR, CONH2, COCl. Again, this order is wrong. This is wrong. So these two are also wrong. So we need to remember this order of the priority of the functional groups. Such questions are also asked in the JEE mains examination. Okay, let us see the next question. Correct structure. When it is asked 2022, the correct structure of gamma methyl cyclohexane carbaldehyde. We have learnt that whenever carbon containing functional group is attached to a ring, it will have some special names. It will not have normal IUPAC name. It will have some special names. What will be the name of this compound? This compound name will be what? Cyclohexane. Cyclohexane. cyclohexane, this carbon, as this carbon is not coming into the parent chain, that carbon is to be represented here. If you represent that carbon, what will you represent? It is carbaldehyde. Generally for aldehyde, secondary suffix used. What is secondary suffix used? Secondary suffix used is al, but we are not using al here. We are using carbaldehyde completely. Why? This carbon is not coming into the parent chain. So the name will be cyclohexane carbaldehyde. Here he is asking gamma methyl cyclohexane carbaldehyde. Where you can find carbaldehyde? Here you can find carbaldehyde. Here you can find carbaldehyde in first option and the third option. In the second option and fourth option, those are not carbaldehydes. And here, if you see where the aldehyde group is attached, that carbon is alpha carbon. Now this will be beta, this will be gamma, and at gamma what do you have? You have methyl group. So gamma methyl, this is cyclohexane carbaldehyde. So this will be the answer. So what will be this? Alpha, this is beta. So what will be this? This is beta methyl cyclohexane carbaldehyde. So this will be the name of the third structure. Second one, if you see, second one actually this will be the parent chain. So what is this? This will be the parent chain. If this is parent chain, if you go with the numbering 1, 2. Okay. So at second carbon atom, again there is branching in the side chain. This cyclohexane comes under the substituent. So it will become now 1, 2, 3. At the second carbon atom you have bracket, because again it is side branched 3-methyl cyclohexyl. 2 carbons are there in the parent chain. Okay, ethanol. So this will be the IUPAC name of the second structure, second option. In the same way, if you write the IUPAC name of the fourth structure, what will you write? This becomes the parent chain. This is the parent chain. Okay. In the parent chain, if you see functional group starting with carbon or having carbon, you have to number from that carbon 1, 2. So at the second carbon atom you have 1, 2 again, right? 1, 2. So 2-methyl cyclohexyl. So what is this? Cyclohexane, 6 carbon compound, cyclohexyl, right? This is the parent chain. In the parent chain, how many carbon atoms are there? 2 carbon atoms. So eth, carbon single bond, ane, and the functional group is al. So what is this? This completely is secondary prefix. Eth is root word. What is that? Root word. Ane is primary suffix. Al is secondary suffix. Are you getting this? Right? Let us move to the next question. Question asked is in 2023. Okay. The correct IUPAC nomenclature for the following compound is. Here you are finding two functional groups. One functional group is carboxylic acid, another functional group is ketone. Carboxylic acid and ketone. Among carboxylic acid and ketone, which functional group has more priority? Carboxylic acid group has more priority. Carboxylic group has a more priority. Right? You can see here, before we have seen priority, right? In looking into the priority, see, carboxylic acid has more priority than ketone. Understood? So, if one functional group is having more priority, then that is considered to be what? Functional group, and it is written under secondary suffix. Okay, and this ketone is considered to be substituent, and it is written under secondary prefix. So for ketone, secondary prefix is oxo. Ketone secondary prefix is oxo, right? And we have studied that if the functional group contains carbon, then you have to number from that carbon. The numbering will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is the parent chain. In this parent chain, what is the substituent again? Another substituent we have, that is methyl. So two substituents we are having now. What are those? One is methyl. Ketone functional group is also considered to be substituent. So two substituents. One is starting with oxo, another is starting with the methyl. Okay. Now in the alphabetical order, which comes first? M comes first. M and O. So what do you write? 2-methyl, right? 5-oxo. Total number of carbon atoms in the parent chain. Total number of carbon atoms in the parent chain. How many? 6. Hex. Carbon-carbon single bond. Ane. At what carbon atom you are having carboxylic acid? First carbon atom, simply you can write oic acid. So 2-methyl 5-oxohexanoic acid. Where do you find this answer? At the third option. Okay, so that is the correct answer. Next, coming to question number 18. When it is asked in 2024. Now you are finding here what will be the parent chain. So the cyclohexane will be the parent chain. What is parent chain? Parent chain that contains 6 carbon atoms. So cyclohexane. Cyclohexane is the parent chain. Now when there are more than 2 substituents, when more than 2 substituents are present, we must follow what we must follow? We must follow lowest locant set rule. Okay, let us start from here. We shall start from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let us not involve this 4, 5, 6 because there are no substituents at that positions. So one locant set is locant set. One locant set, what you are finding? At the same first carbon atom, you are having two methyl groups, 1, 1, 3. Another locant set, let us see. So let us take it as 1, 2, 3. Another locant set. Locant set is 3, 2, see. What is that? 1. Here it is 1. Ethyl group 1. 2 nothing. 3. 1, 3, 3. This is another locant set. In two ways we have written the numbering. In one way, red color if you see 1, 1, 3. Blue color if you see 1, 3, 3. How to do this? Already we have discussed. You have to compare these locants. You have to compare these locants numbers. 1, 1 first. In both the sets we have to compare. 1, 1 cancel. Next here it is 1. Here it is 3. So if you find same locant, you cancel that, and we have to see the next locant. If you look into the next locant, comparing these two sets, there you find a difference. In that difference, which will be least, that numbering is to be followed. That numbering is to be followed. So what will be the numbering for this now? The numbering for this will be the correct numbering. In this correct numbering, what will be the name of the compound? You know that when you are writing the substituents, we have to follow alphabetical order. At third position, we have ethyl. What is this? Ethyl. And these are methyl groups. At first position, we have methyl groups. So I can write it as 3-ethyl. Okay. Next, 1, 1 dimethyl cyclohexane. Where do you find? You see 3-ethyl 1, 1 dimethyl cyclohexane. Did we get the answer? Right. Let us move to the next one. According to IUPAC system, the compound is named as 2024. It is asked. So, what will be the parent chain? The parent chain is this ring, right? So, cyclohexene is parent chain. In this parent chain, when you are numbering this parent chain, you are finding one double bond and one functional group, multiple bond and a functional group. Among the multiple bond and functional group, to whom you have to give preference? You have to give preference to the functional group. So when you are giving preference to the functional group, the numbering starts from here: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then what will be the name of that compound? What will be the name of that compound? Cyclohex. At what carbon atom you are finding a double bond? 2. 2 in. Okay. At first carbon atom you have ol. Cyclohex 2 in 1 ol. Where do you find this? You find this in second option, right? What is cyclo now? Cyclo is primary prefix, hex is root word, ene is primary suffix, ol is secondary suffix. Are you getting this? Let us move to the next. If you look into this question, then it is asked 2024. JEE Mains. Structure of 4-methyl pent 2 in 1 all. Okay. Now you are finding a functional group which contains carbon. When there is functional group which contains carbon, then you have to number from that carbon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then what will be the name of this compound? Okay, so at third carbon you are having methyl group. Okay, then you write 3 methyl, 5 carbon atoms, pent. At fourth carbon atom you are finding a double bond, 4 ene. At first carbon atom you are having a aldehyde group, 1 al. Okay, so you need not mention this 1. You can also write simple 3 methyl pent 4 enol. Okay. Second one, numbering 1 because aldehyde functional group, 2, 3, 4, 5. What do you write? 3 methyl pent 2 ene R. Simple. What is the question asked? 4 methyl pent 2 enol. Again, numbering it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. At second carbon atom, you are having methyl group, right? So 2 methyl pent 2 enol. Next one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4 methyl pent 2 enol. So what is the question asked? 4 methyl pent 2 enol. Where do you find this? Here. That is the answer. Okay. Let's move to the next question. The IUPAC name of the following compound is. Here you are finding two functional groups. One is nitrile or cyanide, another is amino. If you go with priority of these two functional groups, cyanide has more priority than amine. So now this will be the functional group. If cyanide is the functional group, because it is having more priority, then what will be amine functional group? Then that will be considered as substituent. So substituent is written under secondary prefix, whereas functional group is written under secondary suffix. If you number this compound, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. So what will be the name? 3 amine functional group. 3 amino. 4 carbon atoms are there. So butane nitrile. What is the secondary prefix for cyanide functional group or nitrile functional group? It is nitrile. So what is this 3 amino? What is that? 3 amino is secondary prefix. But is root word. An is primary suffix. Nitrile is secondary suffix. Are you getting this? So where is the answer? 3 amino butane nitrile. That's the answer. Okay. Next question. Given below are two statements. First statement is IUPAC name of this compound is given. In this compound, if you see, rewrite this. If you rewrite this CH2, okay, OH. Next CH2, CH2, CH2. Here you are given CH2 3 times. Next CH2, C double bond O, CH. So two functional groups. One is ketone, another is alcohol. Among these two functional groups, which has more priority? Ketone has more priority. So ketone is considered to be functional group and alcohol is considered as a substituent. Okay. Now coming to numbering, from where do you number? We have to see that the functional group gets least number. So when functional group gets least number, then the numbering will be from here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So what will be the name of this? Now this is substituent. So 7 hydroxy. There are 7 carbon atoms in the parent chain. Then hept, ane. Why we have written ane? Because there is a single bond between carbon and carbon. 2 one. Okay. So that is what given. IUPAC name of this given compound is 7 hydroxy heptane 2 one. So this is correct. Statement 1 is correct. What about statement 2? He is saying that this organic compound is having name 2-oxo-heptane 2-one. If this is correct, then what about this? This is wrong. It's a wrong statement. Because already we have written the IUPAC name. We have found the IUPAC name. If that is correct, how will the another one will be correct? Okay, that's not correct. Because in the statement 2, he has considered ketone group as having less priority, so he has considered that it is a substituent. But among alcohol and ketone, which has more priority? Ketone is having more priority. So statement 2 is wrong. So statement 1 is correct and statement 2 is incorrect. So 25 is first option. Okay. Next, coming to identify the structure of 2,3-dibromo 1-phenyl pentane. Okay. When it is asked, it has appeared in 2024 JEE Mains paper. Okay. From this, what did we understand? We understood that the chain outside this phenyl ring, is the parent chain. So first one, if you see, if you number it, what numbering do you give to that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So first one. What will be the name of that substituents? Now, what are the substituents? The substituents are, one is phenyl. What is this? This is phenyl and bromine. So I write it as 1, okay, 1, 3 dibromo 1-phenyl pentane. Right? This will be the IUPAC name for the first structure. Why we have started from here? Because at the first carbon itself, you are finding 2 substituents. What are these? One is bromo, another is phenyl. Right? Next, second one. Let us take. The second one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. At the second carbon atom, at the first carbon atom, you are finding phenyl substituent. At the second carbon atom, you are finding bromine. So substituent, as it is started from first carbon atom, you are numbering in this way. So what do you write? 2, 3 dibromo 1 phenyl pentane, right? So you are asked that is this 2, 3 dibromo 1 phenyl pentane. This will be the correct answer. Then what will be the third one name? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Why you are not starting from right side? Why you are starting from left side? Because at the first carbon itself we are finding phenyl. If you start from here, at the second carbon atom you find bromine. Substituent should possess least position. Lowest locant rule. Lowest locant rule we have to follow. So what you write? 3, 4 dibromo 1 phenyl pentane. Right? Fourth option. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2 dibromo 1 phenyl pentane, right? From this you are finding that the given one matches with the second. So second one is the correct answer, right? So question asked in 2024. What is the correct nomenclature for the following compound is? If you want to detailedly write it, if you are confused, then what you will write? CH2 double bond CH CH2 CH OH CH2 CH CHO C double bond OH. So this is the structure. Okay, let us number it. If you number it, you are having aldehyde functional group, you are having alcohol, you are having a carboxylic acid functional group. Among these three functional groups, which has high priority? Carboxylic acid. Carboxylic acid functional group has a high priority. So that is considered to be, this is written under secondary suffix. Okay, secondary suffix. The remaining are written under secondary prefix. So OH and CHO are considered to be substituents. So numbering will be starting from here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If you look into this structure 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here you are finding bond line representation. I have written structural formula for that bond line representation. Okay. So what is the name of this OH hydroxy? When it is written under secondary prefix, we use the word hydroxy. When aldehyde is used under secondary prefix, we write the word formyl. Or do we write the word formyl? Then what will be the IUPAC name for this? There are two substituents. One is starting with H, another starting with F. So which comes first? F comes first. So I am writing the name as, okay, 2-formyl 4-hydroxy 4-hydroxy. Next, hept, 7 carbon atoms are there. Hept 6-ene oic acid. Oic acid. In this what? 2-formyl and 4-hydroxy secondary prefix, hept root word, ene primary suffix, oic acid secondary suffix. So where do you find this answer? Where is that answer? 2-formyl 4-hydroxy hept 6-ene. 2-formyl 4-hydroxy hept 6-ene oic acid. Second option you are finding. Okay. Then functional group present in the sulfonic acid is, what is the functional group present in the sulfonic acid? SO3H. Very simple question is asked. Next, 2024. This is the compound X. For this compound X, what is the name? Already we have studied when there are more than 2 substituents. You are finding 3 substituents here. What are those? 1, 2, 3. So more than 2 substituents. If there are more than 2 substituents, then what you need to follow? Follow lowest locant rule. Okay, first let us write one lowest locant set rule. What is that? Lowest locant set rule. So locant set. Let us consider one locant set. What is that? This one. This is right. This is let us take it as what? This is left, and it is right. Okay. What you are writing from? Okay, left to right. Left to right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is the parent chain. In this parent chain, where do you find these substituents? At the second position. Here you find second position, and at fifth position, and at sixth position. Okay. Another locant set, let us take. Another locant set. Locant set, okay. Locant set 2. Locant set 2. In this, let us number from right to left. Where is that? Right to left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Where do you find these substituents? At third position. Next, at fourth position, and at seventh position. So after writing these locant sets, then you have to compare these locants. When you compare these locants, wherever you find difference, then you have to observe at that locant, and which possesses the least number, that you have to follow. Here if you see locant set 1, 2, and here locant set 2, 3. So which is the least number among these 2? This is the least number. So when at the point of difference between the locant sets, the one which is having least number, that is to be considered, and that numbering is to be followed. So now which numbering is to be followed? Blue color. Okay, blue color numbering is to be followed. Okay, this is the correct numbering now. Now what will be the name of this compound? 2, 5, 6 trimethyl. 2, 5, 6 trimethyl. Next, total number of carbon atoms in the parent chain is 8 carbon atoms. Carbon single bond. A. So where do you find this? You can find this is in third option, 2, 5, 6 trimethyl octane. Okay, let us see the next one. Question number 32. When it is asked in 2024. Statement 1. IUPAC name of the compound A is 4-chloro-1,3-dinitrobenzene. See, chlorine, nitro, this nitro, all are substituents. When all are substituents, then the numbering, what numbering do you follow? You follow this numbering. 1, 2, 3, 4. What rule? Lowest locant set rule. So locant set. You see locant sets. Here what is the locant set? 1, 2, 4. At first position we have chlorine, second position we have nitro, and fourth position we have another nitro. Another locant, let us write. Another locant. If you write, if you start from this nitro, 1, 2, 3, 4. Another locant set. 1, 3, 4. So if you write in this way, more than 2 locant sets are also possible. And if you another locant set, if you try to, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Another locant set. Another locant set. 1, 2, 5. So now compare these locant sets. When you compare these, always the first one is all common. So you can cancel them. Then second one if you see, in the first locant set and third locant set you are finding same 2, 2. Whereas in the second locant set you are finding 3. So you cancel 3, this one. Now you compare locant set 1 and locant set 3. You are finding 4 here you are finding 5. So this is not. So this one you have to follow. Least, lowest, already we are mentioning that it is lowest. So what numbering must be followed here? What is the numbering that must be followed? The numbering, this must be followed. What is that? Already we have seen that it is 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 4. 1, 2, 4. Then as all are substituents, write the name of those substituents. Chloro, nitro. C comes first. So I write it as 1 chloro, 2, 4, dinitro benzene. Okay. So this will be the IUPAC name of this compound. 1 chloro, 2, 4 dinitro benzene. Is that correct here? No, you don't find that correct here. So this is wrong statement. Next, let us see. The same, but here amine is functional group. What is that? Amine is functional group. Then you can start from there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here you can find aniline. The base name, we call it as base name, benzene with NH2. It is very famous as aniline. Actually, aniline is the common name. But as it is very famous as aniline, IUPAC recommended that you can also use aniline as the IUPAC name. Okay. What is this aminobenzene? NH2 is amine. Aminobenzene. We call it as aminobenzene, but it is very famous as aniline. So here what is taken? The base name is aniline taken. So okay, aniline. As we are considering this as functional group and this is functional group, amino functional group, you start with the numbering 1. Okay. Next you asked is CH3. Here you are given C2H5. So numbering 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So what name do we write for this? 4-ethyl, because two substituents are there. One is ethyl, another is methyl. Among E and M, which comes first? E comes first. So we need to write alphabetical order. We need to follow alphabetical order when we are writing the names of the substituents. So 4-ethyl, 2-methyl, aniline. So 4-ethyl, 2-methyl, aniline. So this will be the correct answer. Okay. So statement 1 is wrong and statement 2 is correct. Statement 1 is wrong and statement 2 is correct. Okay. So this will be the correct answer. Understood? Let us see the next question. In this question, if you see, if you write in detail, there is one CH3, CH, COOH, CH2, CH2, CH, CH2, C double bond O, OCH3, CH. This is actual. There is some CH2 missing here. Okay. If you write the numbering here, what do you find? You find ester. What is this functional group? Ester. What is this functional group? This is carboxylic acid. Two functional groups are there. Two functional groups. So now ester is less priority group and carboxylic acid is more priority group. So carboxylic acid is considered to be written under secondary suffix, and whereas ester is written under secondary prefix, substituent. So numbering starts from here: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This will be the numbering. Okay. So when this is the numbering, if parent chain, so here is parent chain, to this parent chain, ester functional group is attached. C double bond O, for example, here it is CH3. So this is parent chain. To this parent chain, what is attached? The ester functional group is attached. When ester functional group is attached, now this is considered to be what? A substituent, and it is written under secondary prefix. When it is written under secondary prefix, what will be the name of this compound? What name do you use when ester is written under secondary prefix? We write it as, first we write this methoxy. This C double bond O is called as carbonyl. Methoxycarbonyl. What do we write? Methoxycarbonyl. So what is methoxy here? OCH3 is called as methoxy and C double bond O is carbonyl. So methoxycarbonyl. General representation is alkoxycarbonyl. What do we write? Carbonyl. Here as we have CH3, we are writing methoxy instead of alkoxy. Are you getting this? So now what will you write? Two substituents are there. Another substituent is also there. What is that? Methyl. So what is this? Methyl. So this will be the parent chain. In this parent chain, to this parent chain, two substituents are attached. One is methyl and another is ester. Right? Now, at second carbon also you are having a substituent. Second carbon also you are having substituents. Methyl. So two methyl groups, one methoxycarbonyl group. Methoxycarbonyl. So when you compare this alphabetical order of methoxycarbonyl and methyl, here it is methyl, another is methoxy. Meth same, CIY, here it is O. O comes first in alphabetical order. So what do we write at sixth carbon atom? IUPAC name if you write, okay, at sixth carbon atom, what do you find? Methoxy carbonyl. Next, at second carbon atom and fifth carbon atom, we have methyl groups, dimethyl. Okay. Then the total number of carbon atoms in the parent chain is 6. It is hex. And carbon-carbon single bond N. And what is the parent functional group, main functional group, or high priority functional group? Carboxylic acid. So it is oic acid. So what will be the answer? The first one will be the correct answer. Understood? Let's move to the next question. Coming to this question, a table is given and you are asked to match it. Okay, now let us see this. A, CH3, CH2, CH, CH2, CH3. This is expanded form I have written. Next is CH2, CH, CH2, CH3, expanded form. Or to avoid confusion, I write only CH3 here. CH3. Next CH2, CH. Now what you have to follow? You have to follow alphabetical order. If you want to follow alphabetical order, from where do you write the numbering? You start from here, 1, 2, 3. Because 4, 5, 6, 7. If you start numbering from right to left, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. At third position, you are having methyl. And when you number from left to right, you find ethyl. So E comes first and M comes later. So what rule we are following? If two substituents occupy the similar position, the numbering is done in such a way that the substituent whose letter starts, which comes first in the alphabetical order, that has to get least number. It has to get a least number. So this will be the correct numbering. Why? Because at the third position we are having a ethyl. So I write 3 ethyl, 5 methyl, heptane. So where do you find 3 ethyl, 5 methyl, heptane? So this one. Okay. Let us move to the second one, B. What is given? You have to expand it. C, CH3, CH3. Okay. Next, So 4 carbon atoms are there, right? Let us detailedly write it. When you detailedly write it, you find here C, right? CH3. I am writing here CH3. Here he has mentioned C3H7. C3H7 means CH2, CH2, CH3. Here also CH2, CH2, CH3. So what we are speaking about the B option. C3H7 means the CH2, CH2, CH3. Now number it. When you number it, how do number it? You start from here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hydrocarbon, when selecting the parent child, you have to see that it contains maximum number of carbon atoms, right? So what will be the answer? 4, 4 dimethyl heptane. So you can find here. Okay. Next, coming to third one, C. So CH2 double bond C, right? CH3 CH, CH double bond CH, CH3. When this third one structural formula is written, you write that structural formula in this way. Now you have to number it. When numbering, you have to start from here because double bond is getting least position. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what will be the name of this? 2-methyl pent 1, 3 triene. Do we have that option? 2-methyl 1, 3 pent 1, 3 pentadiene is written, but actually according to latest UPSC, 1, 3 is written here in this way. That is the latest. So anyway, it's given. Let us move to the D option. Okay, coming to D, CH2 double bond CH, right? CH2 C, CH3 CH3. Okay, so numbering 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because double bond gets least position 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, in that way. So what will be the name of this? The name of this will be 4-methyl pent 1-ene. Where do you find this 4-methyl pent 1-ene? So A2, A2, B3, C4, D1. So 38 will be 1. 36. Question number is what? 36. For 36, the answer will be what? Third option. A2, B3, C4, D1. Are you getting this? Okay. Next, coming to this question. Asked in 2025, very much recent examination. So what functional groups you are finding? Two functional groups you are finding. One is carboxylic acid, another is alcohol. But among these, which has more priority? Carboxylic acid. So now this will be functional group, and this will be substituent. What is that? Substituent. So as this is the functional group, we have to start from here 1. If you move anti-clockwise, third position we get nitro, but if you move clockwise direction, we get second position hydroxy. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you see these substituents, the name of this is hydroxy, the name of this is bromo, the name of this is nitro. Which comes first? B comes first in alphabetical order. So what do I write? 3-bromo 2-hydroxy okay and 5-nitro. Benzene with carboxylic acid is called as benzoic acid. Benzene with carboxylic acid is very famous as benzoic acid. Actually, this is common name, but it was very famous as benzoic acid. So IUPAC declared that this can also be written as IUPAC name. What name? Benzoic acid. So what I can write it as benzoic acid. So where do we find 3-bromo-2-hydroxy, 3-bromo-2-hydroxy, 5-nitrobenzoic acid? So first option. Okay. Let us see the next question. So IUPAC name of the following compound is 2025 recent examination. So they are focusing on IUPAC name. We have to practice more questions. All the rules are to be remembered. Then we can do. Here functional group and multiple bond are present. So when functional group and multiple bond is present, priority is given to priority order. Priority order, functional group. So functional group given more priority than multiple bond. Multiple bond more priority given than substituent. Okay. So now when you number from left to right, this is left, this is right. Then what number do you get hydroxy? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. And when you from number from right to left, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. The same number you get 4, 4. So when same number you are getting, then you should not take this functional group. Then we have to follow, we have to consider these multiple bonds. Here you are finding ene at first position. You are finding ine at first position. Then what you need to follow? Alphabetical order. When multiple bonds, that is when double bond and triple bond occupies the similar position, then if you have to decide based on that multiple bond, that is double bond or triple bond, then you have to follow alphabetical order. Which comes first? Ene comes first, ine. So as ene comes first, we have to see that this double bond possesses least number. Then what numbering is to be followed? This numbering is to be followed. This is the numbering to be followed, right? Then if numbering this is to be followed, then what will be the name of the compound? The name of the compound will be, so 7 carbons are there, right? Hept, 1 ene, 7 ine, 4 ol, right? So what is the, where do you find this? Not 7, 6 ine. At 6th carbon atom you are finding this ine. 6th carbon atom you are finding ine, right? As whole is starting with O-well, you need to remove this E. Okay, so you are finding at 4th position. So that is 4th answer is the correct one. Next, moving to the next question. Which of the following is the correct IUPAC name of the given organic compound? Answer in 2025. This was also similar question asked in 2019. Let us see this. CH3 CH H double bond C CH3 CH2 Br. Where do you start? We start from right side, because if you start from left or right, double bond comes at the second position. But if you start from right side, you will find substituents at first position and substituent at second position. 1, 2, 3, 4. This will be the correct numbering. Okay. Then what will be the name of this compound? This is bromo. This is methyl. So 1 bromo, 2 methyl, but, 2 ene. So where is the answer? Answer is at okay. Third one will be the correct answer. Simple questions are asked. The thing is that we need to remember all the rules. Then we can do it. Okay. Now the parent chain. What will be the parent chain? When it is appeared, it has appeared in 2025 JEE mains. Okay. So the parent chain. What will be the parent chain? The parent chain will be the ring. Okay. So where there is functional group here, so compulsorily we have to start with functional group, then we have to move in this way 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Why at the second position we are getting multiple bond? After the functional group, for whom we have to give more preference? More preference must be given to multiple bond. You have to see that multiple bond gets least position after the functional group. So we have functional group, we have multiple bond, we have substituent. Among these three, which is to be given more preference? Functional group. After that, we have to give more preference to multiple bond, and that after that we have to give more preference to substituent. So this will be the numbering. If this is the numbering, what is the substituent present? Ethyl. So I write 4 ethyl. Then what is the parent chain? 5 carbon ring is parent chain. Cyclo, pent. At second carbon we have ene, and at first carbon we have ol. Okay. So if you see, 4 ethyl is secondary prefix, cyclo is primary prefix, pent is root word, ene is primary suffix, ol is secondary suffix. So in this structure we find all the parameters in writing the IUPAC name of the organic compound. So where is the answer? 4 ethyl, cyclopent, 2 ene, 1 ol. Fourth option will be the correct answer. Okay. So that is all we have discussed. All the IUPA, all the PYQ questions asked in JEE mains regarding this IUPAC naming of organic compounds. Let us wind up this session. In the next session, we shall discuss another topic. Thank you very much for watching.